Hello and welcome to DeeperThanBlue Unify's Introduction to Catalan video. Catalan is an automation test tool built on Selenium for web testing, mobile testing and API testing. In this video, we're going to download and install Catalan, then open up the Catalan application and have a general look around, then create our first test project and our first test script. This will help you as you start to use Catalan. So to download Catalan, first of all, go to www.catalan.com. From here, you'll be able to see you can download Catalan application for free, and there's also useful information on the Catalan website about using Catalan for API testing, web testing, and mobile testing. So let's just click on web testing here, and we can see that there's information on setting up projects, creating test cases, executing test cases, viewing reports, and maintaining test cases, etc. So this information as well will help you on your way using Catalan. So let's download it. So we can click on the link for download now. You'll then be presented with this screen to create an account, or if you've already got an account, you can select to sign in. So you will then see the sign in page and you can sign in from here. So once you've signed in, you'll then be able to select download, and you can see that the download has automatically started. This download typically may take a couple of minutes. Once the download has completed and the zip file has downloaded, you can select to open the zip file. It's automatically downloaded to the downloads folder, but I prefer to keep Catalan in the C drive, so I'll right click and I will select to extract to my local C drive. This may take a couple of minutes. Once this is extracted to the C drive, we can see that everything is contained in the folder for Catalan. So the application is here. So if we double click on the application, Catalan Studio will open. Once Catalan Studio has opened, you will be asked to activate Catalan Studio. So just type in your email address and your password for the account. So the first screen that you will see is the Welcome to Catalan Studio screen, where you can select to open a project if you've got some existing projects, or create a new project. So in this case, we'll create a new project. In the example project we're going to create, we're going to be writing some automated tests for a website called automationpractice.com. This is a test e-commerce website where people can practice doing automation. So we'll call the name of our project Automation Practice. Then you select the type of project. We're going to be testing the web front end. The user can set the location of the Catalan Studio project and also enter a description if they wish. So we select OK and the project is created. Project is created for the first time. there is a useful quick start window from Katalon to help you create test cases, validate test cases, and further information. There's also a walkthrough for beginners. All of this is very useful information when you're learning Katalon. Let's just close that for now. And so here we'll see that the initial project that is created comes with this file structure, and this is in a window of Test Explorer. You've got test cases where test cases will be stored, object repository. So this is when you click on the web front end, the objects that are identified and used in the test cases. Then there's test suites. So if you want to group together a set of test cases to run as a test suite, then they will be stored in this folder. There are other files that will be in later videos, but I'll also just point out there's reports here, and that reports on the times and the results of different test suites that have been run. This is the main activity window for Katalon that we'll see in a moment when we create our first test case. Then along the top, you've got a menu bar where there's file, actions, and other menu items which can be used in Katalon. There's also a menu icon bar for saving, performing other features such as integration to Git. There's also a useful spy web for identifying objects in a specific location for both web and mobile, and then the record functionality for web and mobile and other features as well. So the first thing that we'd like to do is set Katalon by default to record in Chrome, because we would like to record our test scripts using Chrome. So first of all, select Katalon Studio Preferences, and in here there's General and then Web Browser, and we'll select Chrome as the default system browser for this particular machine is Firefox. OK that. And then this is project specific level. So we'll go to Settings, then we'll select Execution in Settings, and we'll see that the execution default browser is set to Firefox, so we'll set that to Chrome and press Apply. OK, so we want to create our first test case, so we select Record Web. This will launch the web recorder window, and this will have the URL that you would like to record, in this case automationpractice.com. Then you can select the browser that you would like to record it in, and then it's got further information on the steps, which we'll see in a second. So if we select to start the recording by clicking on the browser icon, this will start recording the steps that are taken, as you can see here, in terms of open browser and navigate to the URL for the recording of the test case. So in this case, on automationpractice.com, what we'll do is we will select women. By the way, we can see everything that's being scrolled over as highlighted in red, as you can see. Then we'll select tops from the subcategories. And then once we've selected tops, we'll pick a particular blouse, and then that will take us to the blouse product details page. So for this initial introduction, what I'll do is I'll just stop the recording of that particular test case, and then we can see that our web recorder overlay window has recorded the steps that we've taken to go that far. So this can now be saved by clicking OK. And now what we're doing is we're saving the object repository for the steps that we've just taken. So we'll just select New Folder, and we'll call our new folder Mega Menu Navigation. And we'll select OK. And then if we press OK again, this will save the object repository. So it will now ask us what we would like to call our test case, and we will also call our test case mega menu navigation. And if we like, we can add a description and a tag. So press OK there, and we can see that Katalon has recorded our test case, which is shown in the main window. And we've also got our object repository has been created with the steps inside, with the objects for the steps inside. So what we want to do now is just make these objects a little bit more intuitive. So what we can do there is we can right click on women and we can select rename, and we can call it mega menu women, so we know it's mega menu navigation selecting women. So the next thing that we would like to do is to name the next object. So this was the one where we'd selected tops from the subcategory, which is this one here. So I'll select rename. And I'll rename it to women tops. And then we want to rename the next object, and I'll rename it to select blouse. So we'll press OK there, and we can see that from our test script, what we're going to be doing is navigating to automationpractice.com, then selecting mega menu women, then in the women's section we'll be selecting tops, and then we'll be selecting blouse. So we can just run that now. We can see that when we run it, the log viewer launches, and the actions that the test case are taking will be recorded there. It also opens the web page for automation practice, and we can see the script following the steps. So we're on tops now, and we select blouse, and it's okay. Now, that test script has completed and it's passed as shown by the green bar, and you've got the run report of 1 of 1, 1 has passed, 0 failures and 0 errors. However, that was all very fast. So just for showing it a little bit more slowed down, what we can do is we can add in some keywords for a delay. So you would do that by right-clicking, select add, and then select web UI keyword. And we can select the delay option from this list. There's obviously numerous keywords which we'll go through in further videos, but we'll select the delay in this example and we'll double click, and then we can enter a value of a delay of 5. Now we can also put this after following steps, and we can do it by copy and then right click and then paste, and then paste again, and then we'll paste after select blouse as well, so we can see that it navigates to the blouse page. So once we've done that, we can save our test script and we can select to execute the test script again. So from here, the web page opens with automationpractice.com, and this time we can see that it's running a bit slower. So it selects women, and we can see just in the background here that the step that it's doing, and that it was just waiting for the delay there. And it's now on tops, and it's waiting for the delay of 5. Then it selects the blouse, and then we can see that it's on the blouse page waiting for the delay of 5, and then it closes the window, which completes the test and the test passes. So that is our first test done in Katalon, very simple test just as part of this introduction. So what we could actually do now is just create a very simple test suite. You would obviously do this when you've got more than one test and you would like to run a particular set of tests, such as a smoke test. But what we can do is we can right click on test suites, select new and select test suite, and we could actually call this initial testing. Select OK, and from there we can select which test cases to add. So we'll go and we'll select our mega menu navigation test case. So we can then save this and we can see that our test case mega menu navigation has been added and the tick is selected. So what this will do now is if we select run from being on the test suite, is it will execute this test suite. So we can see that now this is going through automation practice and it is running the test case in this test suite. And then we can see afterwards that not only will we have the report that's shown at the bottom, but we'll also have the report in the navigation window on the left. So we're on the PDP with the delay of 5, and that has completed, which means that the test suite has completed, as we can see here with the job progress. Also now, if we go to reports, we can see initial testing, which is what we've called our test suite, that is present at the time and the date when it was recorded. And if we click on it, we can see that the test suite and the scripts inside the test suite, how those tests went. And we can see that this particular test case has passed. So this was a very initial introduction to Katalon, including downloading the application, creating the first test case, the first set of objects in the object repository, and the first test suite, and also the first report. Thank you very much for watching the DeeperThanBlue Unify Introduction to Katalon video. DeeperThanBlue Unify provide test specialists, and we believe in testing early, testing often, and testing throughout the project lifecycle to increase the quality of the product and also bring projects in on cost and make sure they're delivered on time. Benefits of engaging testing are brand protection of the business that are delivering the projects and also customer satisfaction on engaging with new products and projects. If you would like to know more about DeeperThanBlue Unify, please visit www.deeperthanblue.co.uk or contact Phil Facey at phil.facey@deeperthanblue.co.uk or Jamie Lees at jamie.lees@deeperthanblue.co.uk. And thank you for watching.